So I had the thought. Unfriended shouldn't be our only dark web movie. The whole dark web shit is too funny to not put into more movies. If the movie I'm watching doesn't mention Tor, it drops a star. Citizen Kane, 9 out of 10. Had he grabbed the snow globe and said, "Red Room?" We could have had something, Orson. At least that's what I thought. Unfriended Dark Web was like the only movie that I had seen break that barrier as a branded dark web movie. And for some reason I assumed, oh, so that's the only dark web movie, right? And this doesn't happen often, but I was incredibly fucking wrong and looked like a big stupid asshole. On camera, of all places. So I unfortunately found many dark web movies, including this one with Danny Glover, ahead of its time. And I watched as many as I could before I decided, you know what, I could not be doing this. That doesn't sound too bad. I think I'm gonna do that. So today I will be talking to you about those movies, but before we do that, let me get paid and do the thing, you know, love you, kisses, bye. Now when you think of dark web, you think of, oh my God, no. What is wrong with you? It's today's sponsor. NordVPN, that was supposed to be the answer. I always talk about phishing because it's so common in this space. You'll get an email with a link and it says, hey, Amazon overcharged you, or hey, PayPal sent you free money. But then you check the sender and it's DiddyBong22 at Hotmail. The problem being that not many people think to do that. It's pretty easy to get got. You shouldn't blame yourself, but you should try to protect yourself. And Nord's threat protection feature is a great idea for that. I got Nord loaded up on my PC, Mac, phone, up to 6 devices if you want. And threat protection is actually active even when you're not connected to a VPN. So if you'd like to beef up your cybersecurity, you can get a 2-year plan at a huge discount plus 4 additional months for free when you go to nordvpn.com/MrGG. It's risk-free, 30-day money-back guarantee. That is nordvpn.com/MrGG. And thank you, Nord, for sponsoring this video. Dude, this is Dark Web, Descent into Hell, 2021. You know what? I'm gonna say it. And you can't cancel me for it, because you've probably let other people say it. This movie? Not the worst thing ever. This movie starts terribly, ends terribly, the middle's pretty bad too. Our main character for this movie is actually a YouTuber, and his name is Ludovico122. And they actually made him a real channel on YouTube, which I thought was pretty cool. I was vaguely excited because I thought this was gonna be some Easter egg, but it's just a guy with the same name who re-uploads full episodes of The Graham Norton Show. I'm gonna guess unrelated. Guys, I'm no expert. But if you make a movie with a YouTuber, make a channel with that name and have YouTube videos alongside the movie. It could be scenes that tie into it, maybe some lore, some BTS deleted scenes. It could be the most lazy shit. Maybe the cast and crew had a podcast. But just do that. I just think it's neat. So Ludo is covering the dark web iceberg. Watch out, Muda. Each level is its own video, and as he dives deeper, his life starts to change. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, you should have just uploaded this whole thing to YouTube. You should have uploaded it, called it The Dark Web Iceberg, but just had it be secretly your movie. I feel like that would have been a win-win. People would have watched it and they would have been like, what the hell is this? What is this random production? Why did this person put so much work into this? And then they would have just got people talking. Maybe people would have made fun of you, but it would have gotten attention on you. I know it wasn't a guaranteed profit, but you can't tell me that this fucking guaranteed profit either. I'm not saying I should be behind a company, but I am. My own. We start the movie with police investigating what looks like a JonTron set.
Now, right off the bat, that's sus.
They find somebody and glitches, static, title. Ludo likes to hate watch this guy named Eric Fire because Eric's drowning in views and he's not. But he thinks the Iceberg series can get him past this guy.
This is Ludovico122 coming at you once again through the power of the internet.
Did that look just as cool? There, no. So for the first half or so, we kind of just watch his YouTube videos. They attempt to mimic modern day YouTube videos, but they're more Matthew Santoro-esque with random over-the-top editing, which I get because if they actually tried to mimic these types of videos that are on YouTube now, it would probably not be great for a film. Like think about Muda, Wendigoon, Tuv. Nothing like this shit at all. Way more chill.
Before we begin, I must warn you, people that have accessed the deep web have suffered severe traumas, great depressions, and even gone as far as committing suicide. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, he's the one. No, we need him. We need him on our team. So that first video is about 3 minutes long, and we just immediately jump into the next.
Well, so as you can see, there's about 100 of results. But I gotta tell you, the vast majority of them are actually fake.
Talk your shit, Ludo! Come on, baby! Hey, Muda, did you know that you're technically in a movie? Because you are. You know, it's even funnier than that if we keep playing the movie, which I'm gonna do.
Okay, so let's begin with this picture that went viral a few years ago.
Why is he in this movie? Why am I looking at this in the 9th minute of this movie? This looks like Alien!
Versus Adolf Hitler! Too sweet, I rock this shit. Best believe this palm is granite. He talking Third Reich invasion, bitch, I would make the third planet. Yeah, I'm up top with a beam on him like E.T., so I would steal on him.
This is where the movie actually becomes bad. He looks up the dog head experiment to talk about that next, and this is real. Experiments in the revival of organisms. It was an experiment from the 1940s trying to keep a dog's head alive after it was removed from the body, which was a success, at least by the end of it. And we watch 3.5 minutes of that video while we watch Ludo do the same.
It can function as well in artificial conditions as in the liver. The blood is arterialized in the reservoir where there is a steady flow.
Phenomenal content as always, Ludo. Someone get this man a kick contract. He continues with like the little history lesson after, which is fine. Just ends up feeling like I'm watching a cheesy industry plant video. But why the hell did you need me to watch so much of the original video with zero input from you? You ended up explaining it anyways.
I'll see you tomorrow for the second video so we can access the level 2 of the deep web.
Oh, he really is a YouTuber. Yeah, my boy's going through it. He keeps looking at this photo of his ex. His mom's calling him, but he ignores her. But he does have his manager and his group chat that throw him some dark web stuff to look into. His manager also hooks him up with a hacker who can help him with anything he needs. It's like anonymous Clippy. We move on to the next level of the dark web, where he talks about the Russian sleep experiment, which is a fun story to hear, but it's not real. But then he does bring up something that is real.
During World War II, Unit 731, an operation commanded by Shiro Ishii of the Japanese Imperial Army, carried out some of the most diabolical...
And the Japanese government that led up to the creation of Unit 731 is...
So a video gets uploaded to his channel while he's asleep, and it's some shitpost of him eating a burger. Time passes and he does his next video where he talks about Tor and Bitcoin. His life is starting to get a little more fucky as time goes on, and that's when his friends send him a link to a Red Room. In the chase for views, he decides to watch and record. A woman is on camera frolicking, and that then transitions to her being wheeled out by a poodle with saran wrap on her quads.
What the dog doing?
Or maybe this is something that has to do with women. I don't know. There's also a thick boy with suspenders who finally starts chopping her up because this shit takes way too long to get to that. His computer gets hacked, so he reaches out to the hacker for help. Dude just takes over his PC and fixes it in seconds. So then Ludo tells him he would like to also have more views than Eric Fire on his channel because I guess he thinks he can do that. He says, I'll see what I can do. He then gets sent a mystery file that's basically one of those distorted creepypastas with random footage. It's there to be creepy, guys. He wakes up to his manager telling him that his videos have been blowing up and he's really hype and excited. Look at his face, can't you tell? That's when Eric Fire is mysteriously found dead after supposed delirium where he ended up setting himself on fire because Eric Fire. Ludo pisses off the hacker guy, so he then shows him a Red Room of his manager. He forces him to swallow his pet fish or they'll kill her. Live. He does it, the PC shuts off, he goes by the window, is teleported to the beach, and then sees him and his girlfriend. But then Dark Web Guy takes her into the water and then she's dead. Then we rewind. We see Ludo take her phone and turns out this heifer was getting railed by Eric Fire. That's when we get this very subtle music that doesn't sound like a supervillain montage. Yup, Ludo actually drowned his girlfriend. We then go back to the first scene and the cops just find Ludo unresponsive at his desk. They move to the other room and see the deflated teenager from those weed commercials, but it's actually his mom. She's been dead. It was a twist! I hate that I have to do this, but I guess we have to now talk about what actually happened, right? Because I don't even think I know. So he killed his girl because Jacksepticeye was rocking her shit, and that's where he snapped. And I guess he was taking care of his mom because she was in the apartment, but then at some point stopped, maybe because she said something mean about his ex, because we heard a phone call where she said some mean shit about his ex, but then tried to take it back immediately, so maybe he flipped on her in that moment. But even with that, I don't know what was real then. Like, I caught some of the cute symbolism and stuff, like his face being cut in half, which they show us again, just in case you didn't get it the first time. They had the Superman Clark Kent nod, they had the creep show, drowning foreshadow. So after my first watch, I was just a bit baffled. So I watched it again and I was paying attention to everything. I was like, you know what? Maybe this movie is actually smarter than me. And there's just a bunch of shit I missed. So I was paying attention to everything. I was paying attention to the pills he was taking. When he was taking the pills. Did he forget to take the pills one of the days? Does it have to do with something with him? And I was trying to look at the names. I was looking at the messages when they were on the side of the screen, thinking, okay, who else is he messaging? Maybe there's some context clues in there. I was looking at the fish, looking at his placement, looking if he's aged at all within these 2 days. You know, maybe it's like a perfect blue thing. The fish were never there, dumbass. I didn't really get that much more. So I'm guessing the hacker was never real, and Ludo actually killed Eric Fire at some point. Was Eric Fire even a YouTuber? Or was he just some guy that was piping his girl, so he just made up this reason to hate him? What about his manager that was in the red room? Did he kill her too? Or was he just so, like, deep into the dark web that he saw this random woman in a red room and he just decided to make this relationship with her in his head where he had to play hero, pretending like they were hacking his computer and saying, you gotta eat the fish, and he was like, fuck, I gotta do this, I gotta be a hero, this is dark web. So then he ate the fish, inadvertently poisoning himself. So that's why when the cops show up, he's actually dead because he ate whatever the fuck that thing was. And that's the movie? I just got a lot of questions by the end of this one. I mean, I'm sure I missed some clues. I probably should have played that burger ship post in reverse at 0.25 speed to really understand everything, but at the end of the day, the juice just isn't worth the squeeze on this one. Even if I try desperately to answer all of my questions, my opinion's not gonna drastically change of this movie. It's very okay. There are a lot of things I do not like about this movie, and it is very obviously bloated, which is just enjoyable for nobody. I mean, at a time like this, I just can't help but quote Alexander Clambell 9188 from the comment section. Goofy movie. Dark Web Cicada 3301. This seems to be one of the more popular titles. I've never heard of it. It's distributed by Lionsgate, and it's based on a real internet mystery. The dumbed down version, a supposed group named Cicada 3301 put out multiple puzzles on the web trying to find highly intelligent people to join them. There was codes, scavenger hunts, books, and things. Only the high IQ would survive. So what was it for? We're not 100%, but apparently it was to join them working on privacy projects, which apparently the winners found fucking boring, so they just left after doing all that work. So ultimately, nothing really came of it. The perfect thing to make a movie about! The movie's fine. It's an action comedy. Way more comedy than action, which at this topic is just weird to say. And it's basically people trying to solve all the puzzles to figure out who was behind them all. And the movie actually got a few laughs out of me. I mean, it got way more not laughs out of me. I really dislike Ron Funches' character. And I actually like Ron. I like some of his stand-up. But he's just this Palmerization of black gay sidekick that doesn't want to be involved, but he gets dragged in anyway. Oh, he's super uncomfortable in these situations. Oh, but he's still gonna find a way to prove useful and give us a laugh while doing it. Good job, Ron. Ron should be the funniest character in this movie, by a mile. But they did not write him in to be that. They just decided to take the good old classic 2000s route on his character. Let's just make him really gay. Okay, that's fine, but how will the cicada puzzles ultimately pay off at the end when they're revealed? He should make cupcakes. There's not really any room to have him cook anything in any of the scenes. I think we should more so focus on we should also make him not gay by the end of it. What? He ends up with a woman. So he's bi? He should also have a funny line where he says, oh hell no! Oh. Like, I get that Ron naturally has this flamboyance to him, and they decided to try to play into that, but they just made that the joke. It just fucking sucks. The film has 19 twists, twist by the end of it. It's a have your uncles clap at the end of it type movie. Oh wow, that guy was smarter than we thought. The dark web aspect is not really there. I mean, there's hacking and typing with green text really fast on a screen, and there's Bitcoin. There's also a guy who wears a mask. That guy must be from the Silk Road. It's fine. You can pop it on the background when you're cooking hungover on a Sunday. Although I don't know who would be cooking hungover, but you know what I mean. Next. Now, what about a 2023 flick? What's that gonna be? Just a dark web mystery box compilation? The Deep Web Murder Show. The best title, the best cover art, just not the best movie. But it's also not the worst. I think Descent into Hell is gonna take that title, and Cicada will be our reigning champ. I just realized I'm looking at the wrong camera, leaving Murder Show to perfectly embody its position. Mid. That's honestly being generous. It's just kind of stupid. Our main character is a guy who has a podcast. The worst type of guy.
Another white boy with a podcast. Crypto.
A free-thinking man with a Shure SM7B? That's a problem. I wanted to do a live reaction to one of these movies, and I'm really glad that I chose to do it on this one. Please enjoy. Okay. A Tubi original, The Deep Web Murder Show. Is that a GoPro strapped to her? Oh, okay. We're going for like a saw trap vibe. Subject active. Yep, immediately picked up on your pulse through the chains. I love to define the dark web. It has to be glitchy and shitty and staticky, even though to pull this off, whatever the hell this is, it just has to be like top-notch shit.
I think I need a minute.
I think it's safe to assume we're not going to the aforementioned after party. Not to.
The aforementioned. I can't tell you the last time I dropped that one when I was fucked out of my mind.
Somebody's got a booty call.
I thought she said bootical? Like bionicle? With ass?
He seems like a nice guy. What could it hurt?
I met him on the deep web.
Come with us. I got boxed wine at home. We can put on our onesies. We can watch crappy horror flicks.
I gotta take my chances with a serial killer.
Yeah, I know those were the aforementioned plans, but I think I'm gonna go with the guy. Oh, his name's Griffith? Oh, it's the same woman. My awareness in movies is terrible, especially when I'm not paying that much attention. That's a lot of people they took down. That's a lot of damage. Oh no. Are you telling me I'm missing? So they knocked her out, placed her in the woods, strapped a GoPro to her to knock her out again, and just take her to a different location? Okay, got it. Oh, it's a red room. It's an emote-only mode? What is this?
Yeah, I was walking the old dog here and I saw what I thought.
Hold on. What'd you see, boy? Oh, they didn't need the close-up on the dog at all.
There is a theory online.
Static. Glitches. Static. Glitches. Bitcoin.
I'm gonna get a hard on watching you die, scumbag. Winning with all your lies.
Shadow. Is that his dark web connect?
We got your IP address when you logged into the stream. Officer Trevor Lancaster of the NYPD. You live on Fairmont Lane in Brooklyn. Anonymous caller, you're on the air.
Who the fuck would join after he does that? Who would join after he just doxed someone's info?
I didn't know you were in town.
I was in town a couple days helping my mom with the funeral arrangements. My mom wanted me to go up and say something for Mandy, but I just couldn't get myself up there.
Are you still doing that, true crime podcast?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, you can drop the thing. You can drop the quiver in your voice. The conversation has become normal now. You're smiling. They're like, everyone's talking normally. Stop that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Stop! I'm gonna go now. You guys be safe. Oh, that's who died.
Mandy's apartment is an absolute mess. The telltale signs of a police investigation are everywhere.
You mean the fucking blaring yellow crime scene markers?
The detective said we should not go there until they're finished their investigation. You should not be in there.
It looks like they finished their investigation. The place is a mess.
No, it doesn't. I would say that the telltale signs of an investigation are there, as you pointed out. Oh, that's who died.
No, it's okay. I can take care of it.
Hey, you got some bagel bites there, huh? You gonna have some company?
No, Mom. No.
I love how this should be like one of the more emotional moments, like watching your own mother cry about losing her child. And this is where you don't have the quiver voice. Now all of a sudden you're the hero. We're gonna get to the bottom of this, Mom, okay? Don't you worry. Fucking your quiver lip McGee for like the last hour.
I think we're dealing with some very sophisticated hackers.
Have you ever heard of something called the dark web?
Is there something you didn't tell the police?
She was going to meet up this guy.
There was one thing.
You didn't tell the police that?
You know how Mandy and I used to try and scare
Oh, okay.
And we started looking at this thing called the dark web. It's a place where you can be. The site was called Murder Show. And then one of the viewers offered to pay our bid. So Mandy jokingly said, cut her nails. And instead, the killer cut her throat.
That's why you didn't tell the cops?
Yeah, we murdered that girl.
I have to pause. I'm sorry. So they were in a red room, not believing it was real. One of the other viewers in there, for some reason, wanted to pay for their bid. She, I'm assuming, jokingly said, cut her nails, because haha, this is a funny joke. And then they killed her, and they're blaming themselves for that?
Yeah, we murdered that girl.
You did not murder that girl.
I have a friend who could help with Shadow Monkey.
Shadow Monkey? Wait, I just remembered something. There was a video.
What video?
It was called Murder Show.
You said that. Did you not say that? What the fuck is happening? What is this conversation? And now he's just going on Google, and he just instantly found a video titled Murder Show. He's not even on tour, bro. If you find us, we will find you.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's who died. I'm gonna keep making that joke. Oh, that looks like a shadow monkey if I've ever seen one. You guys don't understand it, man. I've never seen a code like this in so many years, dude.
Why don't you let the Seattle Popo handle this?
You always brag about how badass your hacking skills are.
Who wrote this? Who wrote this?
I will find the clues in the viral video, and I will find this fucking murder show. Okay?
He's doing like 3 impressions packed into one. That was like a stoner Al Pacino Donald Trump impression. Why isn't the other friend important? Why was this one the one you had to link up with?
It should take me a few hours. Text me later?
Are you sure you don't want me to wait with you?
No, I work better alone. Just text me in like 2 hours.
I mean, we did just have like full confirmation that we were being followed. Boom. Aw.
Hey, is everything okay?
I heard some weird noises in here. I'll feel better if I have someone to talk to while I work. Is that okay?
Why didn't you just let him stay there then?
You're one of those faces.
Friendly and hella handsome. I've never understood why you're single.
Aren't you single too?
You're a very nice guy. You're gonna make some
Where-
girl very, very...
Where did this energy come from?
I always wanted to ask you out, but Mandy made it pretty clear you were, off limits.
Well, it's a good thing she's dead.
I can hear music box.
I'm surprised her phone's not glitching right now or some shit. Maybe now this is where the other girl comes into play.
You better not touch her. You understand?
Do you know who I am?
I have a podcast. Grab the lock. Grab the lock and pull on it. Grab the lock and pull on it. Yeah, it's a lock. It's a lock doing what locks do.
Who's there?
Oh, that's why the friend wasn't there. That is the friend, isn't it?
How did you know?
It's Kate.
Kate?
What kind of dog-ass friends don't recognize each other's voices?
Why are they doing this to us?
Why are they doing this to you? If the story you said is true, what does it matter that someone paid your bid to do something? They're not playing into the clown thing at all. I don't like it.
Maybe she was playing a trick on you. Did you think about that?
A joke. That doesn't make sense. She wouldn't do that to me.
Well, it makes more sense than someone in a clown mask kidnapping her, don't you think?
It's not even like a crazy story. Someone disguised kidnapping her?
Smell like you've been smoking weed all day.
That was my friend Shadow Monkey, okay? Bloggers. What year does this fucking movie come out? 2023? Bloggers! Flat screens aren't creepy enough. They had to bring out the tube TV to really hit home. That can stream, apparently. Am I supposed to recognize this kid? No. Okay, that's some random dude. $20 Doge. I read that. 20 Doge ain't worth a dick's worth now. Wait, didn't he just get cut in the chest? Am I high? Am I on that shadow monkey shit right now? Why do you even care? You don't even know this guy. Kinda looks like Anthony Padilla. Genuinely, does she know that guy? Why does she give a single fuck? Like, sure, I'm sure it's not pleasant to look at, but why is she freaking out? Ah! Not the guy.
I don't understand any of this, Kate.
Neither do I.
You're my best friend, Kate. I just want you to know.
Ooh, awkward. You're not hers.
What are you doing with your phone, man? I thought it was compromised. You didn't even have it in your pocket.
I just need a picture to show the cops.
He's got it's stupidest character making the most sense right now.
Someone sent me a link. Who? I don't know who, man. I just checked my email and there it was. It was a Tor link.
You said Tor! Yes!
Okay. Let those scary motherfuckers come.
What about me? Do you have another gun?
No, but I got this. This will protect you.
Okay, now they're just being silly. Now it's two very different tones.
Holy shit, they have Claire. Click on Kate's.
He doesn't give a fuck about Claire. Next. Swipe right.
You alright?
Oh, that's who died.
You need to get out of there. They're watching everything. The phones, the computers, every goddamn thing.
You knew that already.
Fuck are you talking?
You both knew that already. You knew that. You told them, and then you told them. Both of you had the...
Booyah, bitches.
Don't worry, I've been picking up on the references, guys. Carpenter Drive. I think they had Romero County. Love you, Shadow Monkey. Nothing? Okay. You're really out of sight there, buddy. Like, what is he hoping to accomplish? What is he gonna do? There's... Stop it. Guys, stop it. All right. You didn't even need the guy to do the body bag trick. The doctor was gonna take him alone. This fucking moron had no plan in mind. He's just gonna walk up and get grabbed by this 6'5" guy who clearly would have beat his ass. This movie's higher quality than I would have thought. It's very convoluted and very just silly. And I'm not talking about the intentional silly. I'm talking about the actual movie. I still don't know the motivation of everybody there as to why they're doing this. It's just because, oh, they're dark web, so they're bad.
That's right, Red Room guest. We have Ethan from the Does It Bleed podcast, whatever the fuck it was called.
Oh no, it's Claire's turn. It's a good thing they started with the more disposable character, or else this would be an issue. She looks great for being kidnapped for so long. Let's go.
Can't open it.
With the power of Shadow Monkey's corkscrew. So your door was open as well?
How'd you get out?
This.
But he just moved it and fell. I love that the dark web guys that have eyes everywhere and saw them anywhere they went in the real world don't have eyes in their own facility. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, don't interrupt her. She's dark webbing. Does this guy want to kill you or not? He keeps stabbing you. Let me put that back. Actually, on second thought, if this is all for the dark web and to get Bitcoin from everybody, why aren't you streaming this? Oh, they are still streaming it?
How's that for a murder show? You sick fuck!
I don't understand what the hell is happening right now. What happened to the stream? Oh, well, she's on Read It? Ooh, it's pretty cool. How's that for a murder show, you fuck? Oh no, now the detective's gonna show up and they're gonna see that you guys were the murderers because everybody on Read It is saying that they saw a lady with a chainsaw in there.
No problem.
1 year later. Oh yeah.
This is such an honor.
One of them got away. Where do you get off making a memoir?
Next item up for bid.
Lot 367.
The Murder Show 2. The web just got darker.
Going twice.
Oh, remember me, partner? Oh wait, it's the guy that he signed the mask. Oh! How's that for a murder show, you fuck? That was my dark web triathlon. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, trying to hit 1 million in 2023, so subscribe. Here are my lovely patrons doing lovely patron things. I just watched The Menu as a Patreon exclusive on there. The second channel, plenty of extra content that you aren't watching. Even Mr. GG Live is getting a little bit of a resurgence with some gaming on there. Mista.gg for the best, softest, hottest merch in the game. Gamer subs code MrGG.10% off, and let's fucking plug everything, baby! And as always, I am Mr. GG, and I am out.